So we are doing a local brewery near us called Billsburg, and they are right next to historic Jamestown. Super cool spot. We've actually filmed their promo video for their Oktoberfest.
Yeah, if you follow our show, we did a small video for their Oktoberfest to prep for that, and we spent the weekend out there. And we somehow convinced not one brewer, but two brewers to come on the show.
So let's bring them in.
Yeah, I dare you.
Oh, all right, let's do it.
So you're on it.
All right, so
welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So Dino is actually Anthony, but Merendino. And Brad, we also just met. Brad, can you give me your last name? Because I'm going to screw it up.
Yeah, it's Hulewicz. And
that was way easier than I thought.
I don't have a shortened version, unfortunately. Got to say the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. But I honestly think I could have nailed that just off the phonetics of it. But
now that you've heard
I didn't want to ruin it.
It's all good.
Yeah, so you guys are obviously Dino. We know you. You've been with Billsburg a long time, and you had a brewer leave, and now you're the head brewer, right?
Yeah, so I'm taking the claim as head of brewing operations.
Okay.
Don't really consider myself a brew master, so I'm not gonna hold that title. So head of brewing operations, and then this is head brewer Brad right here. So
nice. Okay.
There's a lot of lingo within the breweries that probably don't make sense to a lot of people, but it's kind of however anybody wants to.
Take it. So I mean, I guess right away then I got to know what makes you a brew master. What do you got to do?
Lots of education, lots of brewing. Most of the brew masters go around the world and brew at other breweries. Germany. Czech, all that. So I've been here. I don't have a lot of experience elsewhere. So
there's no official like you got to do this, and this, and then suddenly you're a brew master. It's just like someone one day is like, hey, you've done a lot. You're now a brew master, or like how does that? Is it self-proclaimed? What is it?
I don't think. I think it's proclaimed by your peers probably. And there's definitely, I think there's definitely a real title out there. I mean, people earn it. So
it's like Dino's saying, like a nickname, you kind of can't give it to yourself. And I feel like most brewers are kind of embarrassed to be called it. Like there should maybe be like 5 in the whole world or something like that.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I'm not dubbed that. So I'm not going to take that title.
Careful. By the end of the show, you might be it. One of us might just start calling you Brewmaster Dino.
All right, that's my fault.
I'm gonna have to ask for a raise if that's the case. So.
I got you back. It's funny though because Tiffany and I were talking about that maybe even last week. So when the other brewer left, we were like, well, who's gonna take over? Like, how does that transition work within the brewery world?
Right.
And it's funny to hear you say like there's different monikers that hang in anybody's like corner of, well, I'm this person, I'm this person, I'm this person, because that's something that would be so far off our radar as just somebody who comes and drinks beer at Billsburg. Like, it's so crazy.
Well, it's just a different industry than like what you're interested in or what you're doing, what I'm doing, and what Phil's doing. We just enjoy the byproducts.
Sure.
But just, every industry has their own lingo, their own like acronyms and things, right? So it's always interesting to hear kind of what the structure is like behind what's happening.
And I think every brewery is different too. I mean, they have different names for same jobs kind of thing. Yeah.
Even breweries, they can't figure out what to call themselves. Some are breweries, some are beer companies, some are what are the other ones? Beer houses? Like
I don't know what makes that or what. So,
as the person responsible for typing those words out on all our social media, all our websites, I'm always like, which one's this? Is this a beer co? Is this a beer comp? What is this? And I always have to look at it. Drives me crazy. But don't worry, Dino. Exactly. Dino, I'm putting Brewmaster down for you next time I post about you. So
you're gonna accidentally get this title, and we're gonna pump you up in the industry. Like
I'm gonna get shunned. I'm gonna go into work tomorrow, and the brewery's gonna be egged or something. And
gonna
No,
run
I've
with
already
it.
had a beer or two. I'm not driving up there tonight.
Yeah.
You're safe.
So, Brad is obviously the new kid at Billsburg. Did you want to give a introduction of kind of where you're coming from, what your brewing history is as well? Kind of, I guess, your introduction almost that you can pitch.
Yeah. I've been doing the professional brewing now for I think 11 years. I started at a brewery, a brew pub in Northern Virginia called Mad Fox. It was in Falls Church. It was about 10 miles south of the Potomac River before DC. So I kind of got my start in there just kind of as a volunteer. I mean, I'd homebrewed for a long time and volunteered for other events before when I lived in California. But yeah, just volunteered in there a couple days a week, kind of did whatever they asked until they eventually hired me. And I filled out a schedule, worked through some Gordon Biersch's, a place called Capital City Brewing Company that was up there, and then eventually worked up to the lead position at Mad Fox, and then moved from there to Pro Renata, which is a small brewery in Charlottesville, just outside of Charlottesville, and was the lead position there for 5 or 6 years. And then now I'm here at Billsburg, so I've kind of worked my way around the state. I guess the only place left I'd have to go after this is the southwest portion of Virginia.
Yeah, don't waste your time. We don't have any viewers out there. You're safe.
Yeah,
but once you go there, you become a master. So
right. Then you
just
get to
wanna
Dino's level.
maybe, you might want to head down there.
No, it's funny because one of the first times I went up to Charlottesville within the realm of the beer world, one of my first stops was Pro Renata, and I've been a huge fan of that brewery, especially being outside of our general demographic.
Awesome.
Always been a big fan, and now to find out some of the beers I've had there that you were likely responsible for are now going to be 20 minutes away instead of 2.5 hours away. Really, it's super exciting for me. I got nerd fanny. I was
yeah, he 100% did. I don't think we were together when you found out, and he texted me a lot of emojis.
Yeah. So I'm really
awesome.
excited. I'm glad to honestly, I'm glad you're on board. We've been dealing with Billsburg since they opened, because I'm from this area. So it's really exciting to have new people, but somehow familiar people, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, I mean, I've been around in the Virginia brewing scene for a while, so happy to be part of Billsburg and in the Williamsburg area and starting there. So
I love it.
It's fun.
And now that being said, over to your Brew Master, Dino. It's not gonna stop, Dino. I apologize. But honestly, same question, because I feel like we've talked multiple times, but where the hell did you start? You said
I started in the ski industry, actually.
Right.
One from one fun industry to the next.
Yep.
I managed Ski World in Newport News. I worked there for about 13 years, managed it for many years. And then actually I hired Austin, our previous brewer, who started out at Billsburg. I hired him in the ski shop. He came from Iowa looking for a job, and I hired him there. And then retail just gets the best of you at some point. And if anybody's worked retail, they know it sucks and people suck.
Yep.
So so he knew I was looking to get out, and he was into brewing. And at the time, Ouzelfinch was opening up, and Austin started working there, and asked me if I wanted to come aboard. And I said, hell yeah, get me out of retail. And so that's where I started. I had a lot of technical backgrounds working on skis and snowboards. I like working with my hands, and brewing sounded like an awesome gig. So I kind of sucked it up and just really took to it and enjoyed it. And here I am, instead of starting late in the day and working till late in the night, I start early in the morning. We get in anywhere between 4 and 6 o'clock in the morning, starts our day. And I'm done by 2 o'clock, hopefully. 2 o'clock's a late day. So then I can go coach my kids' baseball team and cut my grass and drink more beer. So.
I was gonna say, if you're cutting grass and coaching Little League, there better be beer involved.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody know that.
I gotta ask, why are you starting so early? What is the
Like I said, I've got a son, and I hate.
So it's just choice. You just
just choice. And honestly, man, if you've ever been to Billsburg and stepped foot in the brewery in the summertime, we don't have air conditioning. We have a ton of windows, and it's easily 105 plus in the brew house, and it's 5 degrees hotter on top of the brew deck on any given day. So you start early, you beat the heat, and you get home and change out your swamp ass underwear and get on with the rest of your day. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to do that mid-show, just so you know. But
yeah. I'm gonna go pee in the middle of the show. Phil's gonna go change out a swamp ass shorts. Like, we call it even.
I'll be here.
Yeah, I've always been a morning person. You know, I mean, I'm in my flannel pajama bottoms right now. I'm ready. 8 o'clock, I'm shutting down.
I'm actually just.
You guys are lucky to have me right now.
Yeah. It's approaching his bedtime.
Brad doesn't have any pants on, so I'm glad you're at least wearing pajamas.
Yeah.
All right, so this is we're gonna go into a part of the show now for people unfamiliar with it, which is where we get into some history and facts or trivia about the brewery or about the beer, but we call it history and facts, which I think we have It's my 100%.
That's official.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's legit.
If you've ever been to Busch Gardens,
I was just going to say Busch
exists.
Busch Gardens music and all, man.
Right. Thank you. There you go.
We did not steal from them. That is our own music.
So, well, yes and no. I asked Anheuser, and he gave me rights.
That makes sense.
So this is the part of the show where typically we go into a little bit more about the brewery itself or about the beer that we're drinking. It goes a litany of different routes. Sometimes it's about Mean Girls.
Yeah, but we can't play that.
But that's not tonight. Yeah.
We can't play that episode anymore. Got
Correct.
taken off
Yeah.
YouTube.
I think we got sued.
No.
But not quite.
We got like a cease and desist.
A cease and desist. From Lindsay Lohan. Of all
directly.
people.
Yeah, it was weird. She texted me.
It was crazy. I was like, I can't believe you can still type.
She's a fan of the
this
show.
is part of the what?
She's a fan of the show.
A fan of the show. I don't know if that makes it better or worse.
I'm not seeing any extra subscribers though, so I'm a little upset.
Which means she's a fan of the show. We got nothing from it. So this is the part of the show where obviously Tiffany is more intelligent than all of us combined, and she puts together some trivia.
I don't think you're setting this up great because there's a question in here that is.
So that Phil and I try to guess. We don't know the answers to this. And if you're logged into your YouTube account, you can follow along with us. You can answer the questions as well. There's a slight delay, so we'll try to give you a second and a half to 2, depending on how fast you type. So for Vera, we'll give you 10 minutes. And then
she is the first one.
It's just so she can do research and then pretend like she did it beforehand, but she's on Wikipedia.
Okay.
But after that, you guys can answer along as well. So feel free to follow along, and let's do some trivia.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Do it.
And Dino and Brad, I hope you also studied because I'm going to turn it over to you to talk more about it.
Correct. Brad, you're actually off the hook. I hope you studied.
If I miss these questions, I'm fired. So Brad's going to be automatically promoted.
Brew Master it is.
To Brew Master.
All right. So Billsburg was founded in what year? 2015, 2016, 2017, or 2018?
Damn, Dan's quick on the draw.
Not a big
Dan
delay
knows
tonight.
folks. And
Dan's been there since the beginning. So Dan's one of our good regulars.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
We've run into him multiple times up
correct.
Well, then I guess I got to trust Dan on this one. I'm going to go with C, right with Dan.
No, first of all, Dan can't be trusted. I trust Vero. I will also go C because she never lets me down. So obviously it's 2017, right?
It is 2017. Yep, October 2017.
Okay.
Yep. I came in December of 2017. So a few months after. I was at the anniversary, but as a guest. Drinking.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. And when you came on, what was your first job there?
Brewing. I went right into it. So Austin was by himself, and I remember the first week I came on there, we did 4 straight double brew days to fill our 20 barrel fermenters.
Holy shit.
one after another. And if anybody knows, those are 12 to 14-hour days. So it was back to back to back to back. Just got thrown in the mix. It was like, hey, let's do this. I got work to do, and we need to fill these tanks. So we did it. And
that's a great trial by fire, though. Like,
absolutely.
It's like, are you up for this? Let's go.
Yeah. There's no better way. So it was a hell week. And then it was all downhill after that. So
I was gonna say it got better though. Oh no.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, no. Nobody can complain about working in a brewery. No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I dig it.
All right. Next question: true or false? The name Billsburg stems from a dad joke on Williamsburg.
God, I want this to be true.
Thank you, Phil. So I feel like from the area, I should know the answer to this question, and I 100% don't.
So this is not like people don't call this, like, I'm not from that area, but people do not call this Billsburg. It's not like a thing.
No, I mean.
So then you might have to go false with this one, because I feel like that would be a thing.
No. Shut up, LA. Listen to me. I mean, obviously, Billsburg is a joke on Williamsburg, but is it a dad joke? I feel like Tiffany's trying to trick me here.
I don't. But, I'm going true with this one all out.
But we got some actual history on the account here. So true, Dave's dad. Vero says true emphatically in large font.
She's yelling.
Yep, she is yelling, but she's English is her second language. She's always yelling. Love you, Vero. So I'm gonna go true as well because I want it to be a dad joke.
It is. So the founder who passed away actually at 43, February 2020 from a heart attack. Super sad. His dad, when he first got to the location, was like, "Oh, y'all set up there in Billsburg?" And he was like, "I'm sorry, what?"
God, that's fucking brilliant.
So yeah. But I read one of the things that I read about it was that it was like every person's brewery. Like it wasn't for the Williams, it was for the Bills.
Right. Which is also a great reference.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're also welcome.
Williams are also welcome, but
it was like, you could.
But Bills are definitely welcome. Yeah.
A normal person.
You get special treatment if you're a Bill.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Wait, do you actually get special treatment?
Yes.
That was a long response, Dino. Yeah.
You do now.
See how many people show up tomorrow as Bill?
What do I get?
An extra 2 ounces. No head. We fill it straight to the top of the glass.
You gotta
trust me. I'm used to special treatment being no head. Nobody.
I about spit that right on my computer. I appreciate it.
So things are going well.
We haven't had to use that one in a while.
No, we haven't. That's why I didn't have it at the ready.
That's a 9/11 joke.
I feel privileged to be a part of that.
Oh, that was real. I was about to check my computer. What happened?
Let's see how many of these we can get there tonight.
Why did they turn into cartoons?
Oh no! I did not think that I drank that much beer.
Oh wait, so we're 2 questions in, right?
Yes.
All right, let's open this beer up.
I can crack this damn beer.
I'm 2 for 2.
All right. You're doing well, Brad. You're almost Brew Master.
I'm keeping
I don't know if you'll ever earn it, but
I'm on my way.
So for those of you who don't follow us, we're a couple of questions in now. So typically we're going to crack this beer and get a couple of sips into it as we go through the next couple of trivia questions so that we can actually figure out what it tastes like versus just getting the front end of it.
And I'm not going to lie, guys. I only grabbed one from my outdoor garage fridge, and I already drank it. So
I love it. What are you drinking instead?
I'm drinking our Munich Dunkel.
Oh, solid, by the way.
Evening time is lager time, not double IPA time. So,
yep.
Especially when you're, wearing flannel pajama bottoms.
Yeah. Honestly, I was proud of you for wearing bottoms again. Like I feel like I've made this expressly known, but good job on the bottoms.
It's only 5 p.m. for me, so.
Yeah, Phil's in LA, so if he's in pajama bottoms, he's worked incorrectly.
Also, you should note that Vero is such a huge fan that she traveled illegally with beer to Argentina, and she brought tourist trap. So your tourist trap is currently being drank in Argentina.
And it's only illegal if you get caught.
Correct. Thank you.
True.
Which she has been ousted. She will be caught now.
She's never coming back to the States.
Right. Yeah.
All because of this beer.
Well, not because of that, but sure. All right, let's get into the next question.
All right.
How many iterations of Tourist Trap have been brewed, and how are they different?
Hold on.
A, this is really just a question for Dino. I am curious.
Okay.
B, 11, and the difference is purely in the small tweaks that occur when following a recipe. C, 7, and there are no differences. And D, no, really, I am curious and I don't know the answer.
I love the internet can't solve this one.
All right, so Dino, explain to us.
Yeah, no one knows this fucking answer. So wait. Fucking Dan.
I will say
Dan knows it all.
I was really busy this week because I had some turnover on my team, and so I was trying to like speed people up and announce to the client that we were having a small turnover and they won't notice anything different. But I did not spend more than like 2 minutes trying to find this answer, so that's why those are the
fair
answers.
You won't find it unless you look at our one of the keg collars in our cooler.
Good. I'm glad I didn't.
Or you work at Billsburg.
Yeah.
So did you guys just buy it today, or when did you guys get yours?
Oh no, we've had this one since we shot the promo video. So
so you're on 35.
Correct. Yeah, I think so.
Brad is probably drinking 36.
Sure.
Which we just canned. Sure. We just canned yesterday. Was it yesterday or today?
Okay.
Today, yeah, this morning.
Oh, we canned it this morning.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Yeah. So we are on 36, generation 36. It's the idea behind Tourist Trap is that it's the same grain bill. We put the same malt, same barley in there. Everything's the same there, but we change up the yeast and we change up the hop, the dry hop scheduling. It's kind of an experimental beer for us if we want to try something. I don't feel like we've ever messed it up. Dan might say otherwise, but who knows? Who could remember back to 11?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, you're 30 plus. Like, yeah, nobody remembers 1 through 5.
I think 36 really tastes like number 3. I think it tastes like our third generation. Yeah. So
I got.
I'm just on generation 3 for me. So
actually, you can tell us.
Why do so many, and why not just name it something different?
Well, then you'd have to get approval, and you'd have to pay for every name that you get approved by Virginia ABC.
Right.
So it wasn't meant to be this popular, and it wasn't really meant to go into distribution either. Distribution always kind of eats it up and works its way into making everything a pain in the ass. You try and make one fun beer, and then everybody likes it, the popularity grows, and they want to see it everywhere. And then it goes into distribution, and you've got to make more of it. So it's a fun beer for us because we can literally walk into the cooler and close our eyes and say we're going to put those hops in it, and whatever it is, we kind of, that's the secret behind Tourist Trap, is we just kind of pick and choose and throw whatever the hell we want to into it, and it turns out great, and the variations are a lot of fun and people enjoy it. So
yeah, that's fun, because I think this is probably the 4th or 5th variation of it I've had personally.
At
obviously.
least.
Yeah, I mean, I may have had more than that depending on where I was and don't remember.
Yeah.
It allows the brewers to mix up the hops too, because you can't be like, well, I'm tied into a contract for Citra or Mosaic or whatever, and you can get like an order of something else, a new hop that just came out or something that's hard to get, and say, hey, we can do whatever we want with this. So
yeah, here's our 41st variation of it, and it has this in it now.
Yeah.
So do you know what hops are in this one?
Well,
35
you gotta
is
give
on
them
there?
this one. Yeah.
35 was It doesn't say on there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think the
We're-
labels are the same.
Yeah, we're not.
It doesn't even say 35.
Yeah,
from what I'm
It's
seeing.
proprietary.
yeah.
Proprietary.
I know Waiti is in there. New Zealand hop.
Cashmere. I know we got some cashmere.
Yeah, Cashmere Waiti. There you go. I think that's it. Really, I think it's Cashmere Waiti and
Some mosaic, maybe.
sure.
Sure, why not? Throw a little of that in there.
Do you taste mosaic in there?
It's open to the drinker's interpretation.
Yeah.
No, you should never trust us on that. Because
I
I'm
don't
like,
think I know the difference.
oh,
I really like this is one of my goals like in the next year is like now that we've had this show for a while, I really need Brad went away. I really need to
It's
figure
just the
out
sensors his pants showed. So
no, I need to like actually spend time and like learn like what like the hops smell like, what they taste like, and like really kind of like start exploring.
sounds like a lot of work.
No, well, because that's another thing is I want to do like like our features like
Right.
things is to like brew beer with like the three of us.
Sure.
Dino,
Yeah,
you're
you-
invited if you want to come.
Sounds like a party. The best thing to do would be like go to homebrewer store or something and just buy the little 1 ounce packets of the hops and just smell them and know what they are and because it's tough in beers. So there's definitely certain hops that you can pinpoint. Citra is a popular one, but you can definitely pinpoint certain hops, but smelling them is the biggest thing. Isolating them is.
I like to roll around in it. We just dump them on the floor and then just immerse yourself in it, and that's really the best way.
I imagine every brewer is basically just Scrooge McDuck, but with hops. I imagine you go home, go to your lair, open the door, dive off a diving board into like a Sam Adams commercial.
Yeah, like a big ball pit.
Like, yeah.
Also, we have a little thing up. Apparently, and I forgot. I did know this was a thing. We have a blog on our show, and Vero actually wrote a blog on hops.
It's in Argentinian, I assume.
Nope.
I haven't read it.
that's what Google
And
translates for.
forgot all about it. I skimmed it. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
please. You read the whole damn thing. We have one more trivia question left
Yeah.
now?
We do. We got one last one.
Come on.
Look,
All right.
Daniel keeps things on track. He's
Yeah, he's looking at the
We're
clock.
34 minutes in. We have 10 more minutes. We got a lot
He's
of
like,
shows
it's
left.
Thursday night football. I've got things
Thank
to
you.
do.
You wait till Duke basketball season starts. I'm going to fuck this whole show.
You're just like, we're just gonna replace you and see who notices.
And I'll give you a hint. No one.
No one.
All right. True or false? The Billsburg location sits on 10 acres overlooking a marina.
I mean, I feel like I know this one.
I'm just hoping she didn't use some trickery.
Might be
It's
like
it's like
10.2.
9.
Right. Yeah,
9.7.
exactly. It's like 9.3759, which is false.
False.
False. The marina sits on Billsburg. Good
I'm going
answer.
with that answer.
Good answer, said someone without a boat. No,
that's Austin too, by the way.
is it?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn it, Austin. I thought I was on a volcano. These are great answers, by the way.
All solid.
Yes. Vero just speaking Argentinian again. I don't know what a sideways face means.
She's laughing. God,
Oh,
you
I
are the
see. I see.
meanest-
I see.
You are so mean.
I see now. But I feel like it could be like a trickery question. Like it probably is like 9.375 acres, or it's measured in hands because it's in the Queen's English. Because how the hell did y'all get that goddamn spot?
The county definitely helped out.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt the question. Is this
Yeah,
true
you
or
do.
false?
Oh, it is true.
Good.
All right.
So this has always been my thing ever since you guys open it. Every time we're up there, I'm like, how does this space exist this close to Jamestown and a marina, and somehow like smacking the triangulated portion of it? And I'm like, who bought this space? Who was gifted this space?
You're just jealous it wasn't you.
I'm hugely jealous. Like, God.
Yeah, and Anheuser missed out, I think.
Yep.
But it's a great location, man. I get to come in the morning. That's part of the reason I start early is, Brad and I get to look out over the water and see the pink sunset or sunrise every morning, and
So
definitely a beautiful setting for beer.
So you force Brad to go in at 4 a.m. when you're in there.
He does not force it.
No, I don't.
No, we make a compromise. I still try to get in pretty early. To
A good 2 p.m. Is that what you're talking about?
I mean, he did say between.
Oh, here we go.
4.
Hey.
Welcome.
He did say between
Vito's in
4
the
and
house.
6.
All right, Brad, you can leave. Just leave the dog.
Wait, don't stand up.
He's
You're
gonna
not
handle
wearing
it from
pants.
here.
Yeah, don't stand up.
He hasn't been on my lap in more than 15 minutes, so he.
Trust me, I'm familiar with that. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, Tiffany.
Is it the dog?
Nope, just you.
Brad,
All right, so that all things being squared, let's talk about this beer. So I know this is a different variation of it. So we're probably actually all on different variations of it at this point. We sent Phil the same one that we're having,
And Vero.
right? And Vero's had that one. You're on like iteration like 97 at this point because it's been a few
36.
weeks.
We're on 35. Brad's on 36. Dino.
No, Brad's on
37's in the tank, actually.
He said 3.
Yes.
But so the idea is behind it. So it's a lot of the same makeup, but fun for the brewer. Like at the end of the day, like whatever we got, whatever we can make, here's this variation of it. Right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
We can do whatever with it.
So that's always fun for me because I'm an idiot. I drink beer, but I'm an idiot about why it exists or why it's good or why it's bad. I either like it or I don't. But I couldn't tell you what's in it versus what's not in it. But
This one's like it's got like a soft texture.
Correct.
And it's very like mouth-watery.
Yep.
It's very good.
super smooth.
That's how I'm gonna just talk about it. Just describe what's happening in my mouth.
Juicy.
Which we all know.
So we didn't throw out the technical difficulties on that one. I'm alone
Nope.
here.
I know what sells. All right.
Yeah.
So it's definitely. I mean, so we've had a lot of iterations of this one.
Yeah.
I can't remember all of them, obviously, but I like this
Me
one.
neither.
Right. Yeah, no shit, right? Good Lord.
Well, then I'll just ask the simple question: why
Sure.
is it called Tourist Trap?
Thank you.
Because we are in the heart of tourism. I mean, in Jamestown, Williamsburg, we get people that come with their stickers from the Jamestown settlement is literally like a stone's throw from our parking lot. People can walk across the parkway and walk into our parking lot. So we get tourists every day, and maybe we're the best tourist trap they've had. You know, it was.
You've been to Jamestown, then yes.
Yeah, there was other names we were throwing because we're right there by Jamestown. You know, the Discovery series, you know, exploration series, but Tourist Trap seemed good because we were, you know, kind of joking on the tourists when they come in, and it's good for everybody.
It's honestly it's one of my favorite rotating series based solely off the name. Like regardless of what you guys put in this, because I grew up in this area and I'm like, damn right, it's a tourist trap.
Yeah.
I've been to Jamestown. It's a bunch of boats and spikes, and you get your tongue cut out when you swear. But there's a brewery over here.
Yeah.
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 For free because we pay taxes.
True story.
So.
True story.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it,
And
we're
they've got
living the tourist trap.
And they've got AC in there, so
True story.
you know, anytime you guys want to go in there, if you're a York County or James County resident.
So
Yeah.
the thing that gets me on this one, regardless of what variation it is 7.4%.
Is it always the same? Ish?
No, because we've messed around with it before. We've added oats. We've taken oats out. We've used spelt instead of wheat. We've done so many different things. So things have changed, or we haven't been paying attention during the brew sometimes, and shit just goes awry.
That may be the most honest answer we've gotten on this show.
So honestly, just say labeling it as a rotating IPA means it is what it is.
Takes us off the hook.
and it comes out. I mean, hazy IPAs are, hazy IPAs are hazy IPAs. A lot of them taste the same. Let's be honest. A lot of them taste the same.
Mhm.
And they're juicy, they're colorful, they're easy to drink, they're loaded with hops, but they don't have a hoppy finish. So people of all different, flavor profiles or taste profiles can enjoy hazy IPAs. So it gets everybody. I mean, Dan even brought up, we did a triple tourist trap for our 3rd anniversary, and it was like 9%. So, not for this anniversary, no.
He's doing quadruple.
At some point, maybe.
At some point, maybe.
Dan wants so much from us, though. He
honestly
he wants dark beers. He's like, where's your Imperial Porter? Where's this? And now he wants a triple tourist trap. Come on, man.
Has the answer ever been, I don't know, when are you going to brew it?
Right?
Come on downtown, Dan.
Yeah, challenge is on. I'll give you the keys.
You can come in and grain out for the triple IPA.
Daniel will even call you Brew Master, Dan.
Honestly, if he makes a good beer, I'll call him Brew Master. Jesus. Apparently, it's just a fake term in the industry anyway. Who cares?
Oh, it's already on my business card. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a fun beer to make. I mean, we get to try different hops that we haven't tried before. Most of the time, and to go back to your question, Phil, too, about why we brew it so much, it's also to keep the yeast alive. It's an expensive yeast. We use Coastal Haze or London Fog from White Labs. Take that secret to the bank if you want to, but it's definitely not a secret.
The bank doesn't know who I am.
But it's expensive, and for a small brewery like us, in order to keep it alive, we have to brew it within a certain amount of time. So we've actually used that yeast in our pale ale a couple times. We've done a hazy pale ale, so just so we can kind of keep it rolling and keep it alive and save some money and make some money. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, guys, we really do appreciate the both of you coming on.
Absolutely.
This has been a freaking hilariously fun show. But we are going to kick you off in a second, but we do want to ask you before you go, like, what do you guys got coming up? What's exciting? I mean, Brad, you're on board. Like, what's something super exciting coming up for you guys?
Our anniversary is this weekend, actually. Our 4-year anniversary starts tomorrow. We've got trunk or treat for the kids starting at noon, right when we open up. We are a very family-friendly brewery too. That's what a lot of people like about us is we've got all that.
Gotta start drinking somewhere,
Yeah. So. So real quick, funny story. I rolled it to the brewery Saturday. One of these Saturdays after my kid's soccer game, we came in. My son Michael loves the brewery. We roll in and I see this big old balloon, and it's a number 8. And I'm like, what the heck? And I pull up, and there's an 8-year-old birthday party going on in the field at the brewery. Yeah. And I looked at my wife, and I looked at Michael, and I was like, man, times have changed because damn if I ever had my 8th birthday party at a brewery.
Yeah. It's all Chuck E. Cheese.
Probably bowling alley was probably just as bad at the time back in the 90s. But
yeah, they sold cigarettes at those things.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So this weekend, man, all weekend, our taproom manager Corey has a really cool theme planned out. Night of Living Lager, so he's got kind of a horror theme going. We brewed a heck of a lot of lagers for this thing, kind of going back for our roots. We got a traditional Dortmunder lager. A lot of our throwback beers that we did when we first opened up, we're bringing a lot of those back. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a nice little throwback year, beers that people haven't had in. Shoot, man, we're bringing back a hoppy wit beer that hasn't been brewed in about 3 years. So
success.
Nice.
Yeah.
But not that triple IPA that everyone
I think me being there now is pretty exciting too for all the listeners. So if they want to come out and shotgun a beer with me anytime, I'll be there.
Don't challenge Daniel. Don't challenge him.
I'll have some cans at the ready.
There you go.
Challenge accepted. Now, so for you guys that don't follow us, we shot a video with Billsburg a couple weekends ago for their Oktoberfest. They had a huge venue and a beautiful party going on with a bunch of different breweries locally, food trucks. Like it was a great event. So you may have already met Corey that Dino referenced earlier. And I think over this weekend, there may be a Rocky Horror Picture in some capacity where I think Corey may be dressed up.
I hope
I have heard.
He sent me a text message saying he was, and if he's not, I'm not coming.
those are the rules.
Those are the rules, damn it.
Yeah, he's done a really good job. He's gone all out for this Halloween, man. Our tap room, if you've been by in the past couple of days, he's gone all out and decorated. It looks cool. So he's put a lot of work in, and he's going to put a lot of work in this weekend for making it good for everybody. So it's cool, and I like that. They're doing a trunk or treat too, man. I think that's really cool. We got the space to do it, so bring the kids out too, man.
I was going to say, for anybody who's ever watched any of our shows or knows where Tiffany and I are located, which I assume every man who's watching knows where Tiffany is located. But
I hope not. My location is turned off.
Jesus Christ.
Location is off.
Catholic Church in here. But honestly, so we spend a lot of time up in Williamsburg. If you're ever in this area, or if you live in this area, or anywhere near Colonial Williamsburg, Billsburg probably has the best venue in the history of Williamsburg, other than Jamestown. I mean, that's like the OG.
They did a pretty good spot. They were like, we're gonna stop here.
Right, but they did a lot of weird stuff I'm not comfortable with. Pretty comfortable with Billsburg's spot. They have a great spot. It's a marina on one side. It's huge, family friendly. It's a 10-acre property, all outdoor seating. The bar is still inside if you want, but it's beautiful.
Yep.
So,
yeah, once the construction's done too, it'll be cool because you can actually rent stand-up paddle boards down below at the marina.
I'm so excited for that.
You can kayak. You can actually drop in your own kayaks, go fishing right out there, and then come on in and have a beer. So it's a really cool combination.
I hope you guys got insurance on that because Daniel is going to mess it up.
Oh, we're not associated with that. That's the county, man. We don't have
county.
that.
Good,
So
good. Okay, good.
no,
They got my tax
Very
ID.
concerned.
yeah. Well, yeah, you guys are always welcome too, man. You should do a show and come brew with us one day. Just come. Maybe we'll start a couple hours. I'll start a couple hours later just for you guys.
I will fly in.
You get up
I'm
2
coming
hours
in.
later than me, Dino. But
Yeah, we'd have a good time.
No, honestly, that's I may take you up on that eventually. That's always been one of our things. Like, I would love for all of us just to come brew a beer, even if it never gets put out anywhere or anything else.
Like, this is literally the worst
here's
thing
the
ever.
steps,
We can't
here's-
actually give
It's
it
obviously
out.
garbage.
We won't let that
because
happen. Don't worry.
Tiffany put in the ingredients.
I was like the hop fairy, and I was like, we should
I love it.
All right, guys. Well, we appreciate you coming on so much. This was a
Cheers.
blast.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you
Thank you
guys.
so much. And anyone who's watching, stop in at Billsburg
Yep.
Brewery. This sounds like a hell of a place, and I'm gonna come when I visit you guys. So
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Oh yeah.
But
Sounds
thank
good,
you
man.
guys
We
so
look forward
much.
to it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right. Thank you all
Cheers,
again.
guys.
Appreciate it, guys.
Be safe.